Good morning. It's a Saturday. I have the day to myself, to you and I, which I'm very excited about because I want to have a cozy day. I'm currently reading the last book in this series. There's around 800 pages in this book, so it's probably gonna take me a few days to finish. Just removed my mouth tape. That has been something I've been doing, which is so random, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, so I've been trying it out. It looks like this. It's honestly kind of intimidating, but you basically put it over your lips at night and it's supposed to like snatch your jaw and help you obviously not to mouth breathe because there's a lot of like negative side effects to that. You're supposed to wake up with more energy. What I've kind of noticed so far is that I don't wake up with like a dry throat anymore, which is really good because I was a chronic mouth breather. Anyway, welcome to today's vlog and let's get this day started. Something about this time of year makes me feel super domestic and want to do things like bake. So I found this recipe on TikTok and it looks so good. It's these mini apple pies. It looks so good. I saw this the other day and I was like, I'm making that. I love any baked good that's apple centered in the fall because they're in season obviously. And last year, for Thanksgiving, for both of our families, Micah and I made homemade apple pie dough and everything, and it turned out so good. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that today because I would be doing a little bit too much. So I'm gonna make the little ones. I'm hoping it turns out good because sometimes I try TikTok recipes. My favorite type of apples to cook with or bake with are Granny Smith. I think they're so good. I don't really like them to eat regularly, but in baked goods, the tartness is so good. So let's get baking. The goodies are in the oven right now. I made quite the mess, so I'm gonna clean that up. I'm hoping that it tastes good. It doesn't exactly look as good as it did in the video, which is to be expected, but I have high hopes. I think it'll taste good anyway. I wanted to show you because we recently did this the other day. We finally added some shelving to the right side of the TV just because the TV wall is so big and the TV takes up obviously a lot of it, but there's a lot of empty space. So we added these floating shelves, which I really like, and it's not decorated how it's probably going to be permanently, but I just wanted to put some stuff up there so it wasn't bare. But this is one of the paint by numbers that I did, put some other little fall decor. I wanted to ask because I feel like this side of the wall is now kind of bare, what you guys thought, because we have a few different options that we're thinking of. There's this style of lamp that could look potentially really cool. It's tall, kind of rectangular shaped, and the only light we have in this room comes from the ceiling fan, which I don't really like overhead light at night, so it'd be nice to have a lamp sort of situation. Or we could do some kind of hanging planters on the wall because I feel like this side of the wall needs to be balanced out. Yeah, trying to figure out what to do with this space here. So let me know your thoughts. That is really good. I feel like if you have kids, this would be a really fun snack for them, little treat. One thing about me is I will make something my entire personality after doing it literally once. So I'm sensing a baking moment for me coming up soon. I saved a lot of different recipes for the fall, so you'll see me trying those out. But this one honestly was really good. I'm currently getting myself ready for the day. This has been my go-to little lip combo recently. We're leaving the house today, so need to change out of the pajamas. Outfit of the day, very simple. I like to keep things pretty basic when it comes to my outfits because that's what I feel most confident in, but I have always loved dressing myself up with jewelry, so I wanted to say thanks to Majuri for sponsoring this video. Everything, all the jewelry you see me wearing right now, earrings, necklaces, rings, it's from Majuri. I'm specifically really liking this earring stack that I have going on. I really like this textured cuff because I'm way too scared to get a cartilage piercing. It's something I've always wanted, but I like the way like lots of earrings look on the ear. So this cuff is really cute because I can just like put it on and it makes me feel really cool. I just love the way that looks. Majuri has always been my go-to place when it comes to finding more basic, simple pieces of jewelry to more unique ones that I feel like express my style more. I like to have a mix and I just love them so much. I trust their quality. I've had some pieces for upwards of like 5-6 years now. It's nice because you know you're gonna have them for a very, very long time. So that's what I'm wearing right now. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little more simple, elegant vibes, I will just take out my second piercing and that ear cuff and just leave on that little hoop, which I think is so nice. You can literally never go wrong. But if I'm feeling a little more, you know, I want to decorate my ear a little bit, then I'll add as many earrings as I want. Random, but comment down below how many like ear holes, that's so weird, that you have, because I used to have literally 4 and then I let them close. So now I only have 2. So it's really fun to kind of play around with that and make a fun little stack. So I'm gonna have all the pieces that I just showed you linked down below, as well as links to just Majuri in general if you want to shop, find your new everyday favorite jewelry pieces. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's go have a little day. I love today. What a good Saturday. As you saw, I went to the bookstore, which I have a Kindle, so I really am not buying as many books as I used to, which is good, but I feel like sometimes you just can't beat a physical book. And so after I finished the series I'm reading now, I wanted to pick up a book that I knew would kind of carry me over because I feel like I have a massive book hangover coming shortly after finishing this massive series, ACOTAR. And so I picked up this, Rita McFadden. She has always gotten me out of any book slump I've ever had. Her writing's so good. I also just feel like a good suspense mystery thriller book will be perfect for this time of year, for like spooky season. So I got this book, and then this one, I was looking on Goodreads to see the reviews, but it's called Local Woman Missing. It says, dark and twisty with white knuckle tension and jaw-dropping surprises. That's a review from Riley Sager, which he's a really popular mystery writer as well. So I picked up these 2 books. I'm very excited. It was so funny because in the bookstore they had a section of all the ACOTAR books, and it was so funny because there was this boyfriend and girlfriend, and she was standing there telling him what the series is about, and he was kind of just like trying to wrap his head around it. It was just so funny to listen to that conversation because I'm like, that has literally been me so many times with Micah trying to explain what the heck is going on. And it's probably really confusing for them because they're like, what do you mean fairies? Like, no, not fairies with the... Then something I haven't done in so long, mostly because it's a literal drive and a half to get here, but I picked up bread from the bread shop. It's literally just called Bread Shop, but it's in town. I used to get one of these honestly once a week because it is just the best, most fresh bread, and I love getting it, so I decided to finally get that again, which will be really, really nice to make toast and just have some good bread on hand, you know? So that's very exciting. If you know me, you know me and a good loaf of bread. And then, as I was standing in line, waiting for my loaf of bread, I turned my head, I saw this cafe that I've never seen before, so I scurried over there after, and I picked up this little yuzu iced tea, which I've been a big tea girl recently, specifically black tea with like a splash of lemonade or something, or yuzu iced tea I think is so good. That's just delicious. So I got that, and now we will make the road trip back home. And by road trip, I mean the 40-minute drive, which if you live on the continent, you probably don't think that's long, but I feel like for here it's kind of long, okay? I don't know if this feeling can be topped. I forgot that I had homemade creamy tomato soup that I made a few nights ago. So I heated up the bread. It's got a nice little crisp on it. I have this little bread bowl from the butt of the bread. It's a good day to be me.
Beautiful sunset.
Isn't that good?
Did you make some yesterday? Oh, good.
Right?
Yeah, that's really good.
This has turned into a fun little weekend vlog. It's obviously Sunday now. Football's on, made my little treats this morning. I've been in such like a big trying out TikTok recipes mood because that little like at-home DIY bagel bites moment was also from TikTok. So I'm feeling very inspired by that, which is good because I feel like I've been going through a bit of a cooking slump and not feeling super excited or motivated to try new things and just cook in general. So I feel like having those recipes and trying new things like that just makes me feel really inspired and want to do that. So that turned out really good. Also, truly getting an air fryer changed my life. I can't believe I didn't have one for so long, and Micah was always like, you should think about getting one, whatever, and I just felt like we didn't have room at the apartment that we lived in to store it. But now, obviously, we have a lot more pantry space, so we do have an air fryer, and even the mini apple pies that I made yesterday, I feel like if I were to warm that up in the microwave, it would have been soggy and gross, but we warmed it up in the air fryer, and it literally tasted as good as it did yesterday. So that has been really, really nice. I'm currently painting. Been in big painting mood, big paint by numbers. This is the one I'm doing right now. Making some good progress while this football game is on. This is the last one I did, really cute. And then this is the first one I did. So I'm planning to make a little gallery wall in one of the hallways of my little paint by numbers creations, which will be really cute. It's also just really relaxing and nice. I feel like sometimes it's nice to do a mindless activity like this, kind of like a puzzle where you are focusing on, I don't know, it's just nice to create something and be off my phone. Yeah, so that's today. Still have to do a bit of my Sunday reset, but you guys have seen me do that before, so I probably won't vlog that. And then in a little bit, I'm heading over to my parents' house. We're having a bit of a family afternoon. I'm gonna do my skincare. I keep it very minimal. I wanted to do something that I only really do once a week. This is the micro peel. Knock on wood, it's so scary to say this, but I feel like I've started to kind of get my acne under control, but I am still struggling a lot with sometimes breakouts recurring, because that's normal, but just like scarring and stuff. So that's what I've really been focusing on, is using products that kind of help like lighten my scars and stuff. So this is an instant brightening micro peel. It has AHAs, all that kind of stuff. I kind of want to do maybe not like a dedicated video because that's a little niche, but maybe it could be fun to do like a whole segment in an upcoming vlog or something of my entire skincare routine, like how I cleared my skin, because it used to be, I mean, you guys know what it used to look like. I also feel like I cleared up my Not to flash you, but I feel like I cleared up my body acne a lot as well. And there's definitely a few key things that made the biggest difference. And so yeah, if you'd be interested in that, let me know. Also, sometimes I feel like when I was struggling with acne, it was almost just like too much to hear how everyone else cleared their skin. I was like, you know, just a lot of information. So let me know if that'd be something you'd be interested in. Then I use either of these two. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I just give my skin a skin night and I won't put anything on. Even like moisturizer, I try to do that like once a week just because I'm like, you know what? Sometimes I think it needs to breathe, but tonight I'm using another dark spot serum brightener. I really, really like this one. So I'll use that maybe like 2 or 3 times a week, and then I'll use my retinol 2 to 3 times. Not on the same day though. I've also been really into like tapping all of my products in because I feel like sometimes when you just smear it, it kind of is just like sitting on top, but I feel like, you know, these little taps kind of get the product to actually like be in the skin. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I was kind of looking through the footage and I don't know why, but I think it's so cozy. I love like the fall vibes. I've been in a big baking and like kitchen mood. I've been really into trying new things in the kitchen, so that's been fun to incorporate into my content. But yeah, I hope you liked this vlog too. Let me know if there's anything else that you'd specifically like to see from me. But if you stayed to this point in the video, thanks for being here. And so I know who stayed, comment down below the sunflower emoji. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Do something for you, do something like self-care, get a treat, go on a walk, just do something that makes you feel good. I will see you in the next video.